Don Carmignani's jaw is now wired shut. There is a steel plate inside of his head, and he has to use a cane just to take a couple of steps. But he's lucky because he's still alive. Tonight, though, he is facing a struggle beyond just the physical injuries. He feels hopeless, he says, and he feels like he's been abandoned by the city he grew up in after his lawyer got word that the man who attacked him may have the charges against him dropped. The former San Francisco fire commissioner was beaten by a homeless man wielding a metal rod earlier this month after a dispute outside of Don Carmignani's mother's house. This is new video we have not seen before of the attack on April 5th. But it may not tell the entire story. The suspect, 24-year-old Garrett Allen Doty, was charged with multiple felonies. But now there are new questions about whether the DA will still pursue the case against him. In a story you will see tonight only on CBS News Bay Area, Betty Yu met with Don Carmignani. A lot to cover here, Betty. This is a very complex story. We'll talk about what we're hearing about the case in a second. But first, how did he seem when you sat down with him and talked to him?
Well, he was definitely very, very weak. He said he was in tremendous pain, even though he's taking a lot of painkillers right now. And he had to take several breaks between sentences while he spoke to me. Obviously, still healing from these severe injuries that he sustained. They left him bloodied and in the hospital for several days. His doctor told him that if his attacker hit him in a particular spot one more time, he would have lost his life.
When I was running away, the impact in the back of my head went through my skull. They cracked my jaw from here all the way down, and they put a plate in from here all the way here.
Former fire commissioner and longtime resident Don Carmignani spoke through incredible pain, detailing the injuries he sustained from this vicious attack in the Marina near Laguna and Magnolia Streets. New video from Don's attorney shows Garrett Doty picking up a metal weapon from a trash can and taking practice swings outside Don's mother's house. Don said Garrett and two other homeless people were blocking his mom's front door. Moments later, video shows a suspect wildly waving the weapon before bashing Don in the head. He later chases Don on Lombard and hits him again, fracturing his skull.
I didn't go out there to fight anyone. I'm trying to get him down the road. It's 3-on-1. I know odds. I'm 52 years old. I have 2 hip replacements. I'm an old guy. And I could have been a dead guy.
It's why Don said at first he didn't run away and tried his best to defend himself. The suspect was charged with multiple felonies. On Tuesday, Don's attorney said the assistant DA told him the attack on Don was self-defense, and new evidence of prior unprovoked attacks on homeless people believed to have been committed by Don led to the office's decision to dismiss the case.
They show me a person of interest, and that wasn't me.
Don says now he may even be prosecuted for discharging pepper spray.
If I used the spray as self-defense, I never went after him. I never ran across the street to try to fight him. That was never my goal.
Don said he actually misused the pepper spray and sprayed himself during the attack, never hitting the suspect. Don said earlier that day, he and his mom had tried calling 911 multiple times, but the group remained outside, consumed drugs, and harassed neighbors. So he asked them to leave.
It's sad. My city is in chaos. My mom and dad live next door. My family came here in 1902, and they're driving out all the locals and everyone that pays taxes. And I'm not mad at the police department or anyone like that. Why? Because their hands are tied. The people, the politicians, and the people that make the rules and regulations have to be held accountable.
What does justice look like to you?
Holding accountability, and they're not.
It is worth noting that Don said SFPD and the DA's office did not interview him to get his version of the events, Sarah, before telling him that they would be dropping this case.
It's just so interesting to hear him say all of that and to know the circumstances. So Betty, of course, there's another side to this story. We reached out to the public defender's office to see what they had to say about all of this. And they said they actually hadn't heard yet whether the charges against Doty would be officially dropped. But they did tell us this. Doty's public defender has received discovery from the prosecution that includes evidence of prior unprovoked attacks of homeless people alleged to have been committed by Carmignani. So you touched a little bit on that in your reporting. So do you happen to know what that statement is referring to, what incident it could be referring to, and what does Carmignani have to say about that?
So I asked John, he said he was not involved in any prior unprovoked attacks on homeless people. His lawyer said that his client is not involved in any of these attacks. He had asked the DA's office to see this video that exists, but was told they could not release it to him. So they haven't seen the evidence that supposedly points to Don as being an aggressor in prior cases.
Okay, so we know there's this hearing set for tomorrow morning. Carmignani is supposed to be there, we're told, to give a statement. So we'll have to see how all of this plays out in court tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get some answers. But Betty, that was an excellent interview. Thank you for your reporting on this. Okay, so to watch more of Betty's interview with Don, you can watch the clips on our website at kpix.com.